All right, Don, you've been around for a little while. You've seen it all. Now, if you were entering the sport today as a driver, how do you approach it?
Well, I would, if I, first of all, I got to look at it like this. Yes, I've been around. That was very charitable, by the way, to say I've been around for a little while. Been around for a long time. My wife reminds me all the time. Anyway, what I would say is this: for a young guy coming up, first of all, you got to have some place to display your talent. So, like if you're going to be a roundy round guy, you would probably start with maybe go-karts and then, like those little midgets that they got, and then the quarter midgets, and then, the mini sprints maybe, and then a late model stock car. But in the meantime, you got to be thinking that if you're doing well, if you're winning some races, if you're if you're in fairly good equipment, then you have got to take care of yourself. I see some, and this again, this is just me as a car owner, when I was a car owner. If somebody came in and I heard, oh yeah, he's pretty good, we picked you up with an interview. If that guy came in and he had long, greasy hair and tattoos all over him, and looked like he hadn't washed his t-shirt in 3 weeks, he would not be my choice, let me put it that way. Personal hygiene is a big step now, because this is a very, very, very costly endeavor. It takes a lot of money to run a car in NASCAR, for instance, right? Or IndyCar, even worse. It takes a lot of money to do it, so you've got to get financial support. And the only people that have the ability to provide financial support are people that own the companies, and they're in the upper echelon of the decision-making process, and they're looking for some clean-cut kid that can at least speak the language. And I'm not saying he can't be from a foreign country, but he's got to be able to speak English, because we, on TV, he wants to talk to the fans in the grandstands. I wouldn't know what he was talking about, So he's got to speak fairly well. That would be nice if he was articulate, because then he could convey some of the sponsor's message. But, it's not like it was years ago, where if you could drive that race car, that's all that counted. Now, you've got to have financial support, you've got to bring money to the team, you've got to do this and that, and then if you can do something a little bit better than drive a nail, then you could be considered, right? But I think it's really important. I think it's really important to be that person that the sponsor wants to say, that's my driver. He's a nice, clean-cut kid, and that's why we're backing him, And because you know what? You don't win all the races. I don't care who you are. You don't win all the races. So you have to have somebody that's respectable looking and can talk respectably and can convey your message on the days that you don't win. So it's very important to be presentable. That's what I'm going to use, the word presentable. Be a presentable individual when you're looking for a job, any kind of a job. I don't care if it's an IndyCar driver or a sports car driver or whatever.